Today's presentations will use the skills these students have learned to analyze Alabama census data, with groups focusing on demographics, education, large city profiles, and business and opportunity. To the cohort 15 students, today is a culmination of 14 weeks of extremely hard work and dedication, and I want to congratulate you on making it to this point. We can't wait to see what you guys do next as you go forward in your data career. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to our first team, Barbara, Kayla, and Autumn, and they will be handling our county demographics. So Barbara, take it away. Barbara, you are on mute.
Thanks very much, Taylor. Good morning, everyone. I'm Barbara Clark. I'd like to welcome you all to our presentation this morning. Thank you so much to the judges for being with us today. Before I begin, though, we'd like to express our gratitude to our instructors and all the staff here at Innovate Birmingham. Just as this presentation is our project, we students were theirs, and we just really appreciate all the help and support we've received over these past few weeks. Now, demographics are more than just statistics. A county's demographic makeup influences so many things like voting patterns and the availability of a skilled workforce. But never forget there are actual people behind the numbers. So accurate knowledge of an area's population is the basis for decisions that affect real lives for decades. I'll begin our presentation on Central Alabama's county demographics with an overview of population changes over the past 10 years, focusing on Jefferson, Shelby, Tuscaloosa, St. Clair, Blount, and Walker counties. All data we'll present is from the U.S. Census. Population estimates for Central Alabama were 1.6 million in 2010 and 1.3 million in 2019, a growth rate of 3.1%. The Birmingham and Tuscaloosa metro areas accounted for most of Central Alabama's population, with Jefferson, Shelby, and Tuscaloosa counties contributing around 84% to the total population of Central Alabama in 2019. St. Clair, Walker, and Blount, with a combined total of 16.3%, contributed nearly as much as Shelby or Tuscaloosa alone. Factors contributing to population change include natural increase or births and deaths, migration, which is moving to or from different areas. This could be domestic migration, moving from place to place in the same country, or international migration, moving to or from another country. One domestic migration trend that emerged was the exodus of people from Jefferson County, which had negative domestic migration across all years. Shelby, St. Clair, and Tuscaloosa are trending upwards, while Blount and Walker counties' rates held fairly steady. In international migration, Jefferson, Shelby, and Tuscaloosa counties had quite high rates of people coming in from other countries. There was little to no change for Walker, Blount, and St. Clair over time, but something else of note was the marked decrease and leveling off of international migration after 2016. The large amount of international migration into Jefferson County still wasn't enough to balance domestic migration away, and Jefferson County has had a large loss of population in net migration. Walker County's net migration was also negative, although their international migration rates, as seen in the previous slides, were fairly stable. In natural population changes, there were consistent birth rates in all counties except Blount and Walker, with Shelby and Tuscaloosa trading second and third place between 2011 and 2014. Death rates have increased over time across all counties, except for a dip in Blount County's rate and a rise in St. Clair's from 2018 to 2019. Examining net population change over time, another noticeable trend is that Walker County's death rate exceeds its birth rate every year since 2010. In conclusion, Jefferson, Blount, and Walker counties are shrinking, while Shelby and Tuscaloosa are growing. Migration away from Jefferson and rising death rates in Blount and Walker County are causing large population decreases in these areas, while more people are moving to Shelby and Tuscaloosa. Next, Kayla is going to discuss more details about Central Alabama at the county level. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Barbara. Hello, everyone. I'm Kayla White, and I'll be presenting the age and race demographics for 2010 and 2019. Other than in Tuscaloosa County, where the 15 to 24 age range is greater, there were fairly even amounts of each age group in each county in 2010. Tuscaloosa County's greater influx of the 15 to 24 age group is due to the fact that it is home to the biggest college in the state, Roll Tide. In 2019, we can see that not much has changed in the past decade, though there is a 2% decrease in Shelby County for the 14 and under age range, and almost 3% decrease in Tuscaloosa County for the 15 to 24 age range. Side by side, these two charts don't appear to be any different. In 2010, I was part of the 14 and under age group in Shelby County. In 2019, I have been a part of the 15 to 24 age group, and I still am. I'm sure everyone can relate to these graphs in one way or another. As you can see, the majority of the residents in Central Alabama are white, and the second majority are Black, with smatterings of other races in between. Jefferson and Tuscaloosa County have a greater population of Black people, with Jefferson being almost equal to the white population. Looking in 2019, there isn't much difference, though Shelby County saw an almost 2% increase in the Black population, with Tuscaloosa County seeing the same increase of 2%. Next to each other, while there isn't a significant amount of change, there is still a change. Autumn will now give more details about Central Alabama.
Thanks, Kayla. Hi, I'm Autumn Laws Douglas, and I will be leading you through voting blocks, educational attainment, and household income. On this slide, I needed a chart to clearly show rank, so I chose a ribbon chart because the largest group will always be put on top. Let's look at the bottom ribbon first. We can see 45 to 64-year-olds make up the largest voting block in every county but one. If we take a look at the green ribbon, representing 18 to 29-year-old voters, you can see a stark change in rank for Tuscaloosa. Earlier displayed by Kayla, 20.2% of Tuscaloosa's population in 2019 are 15 to 24. This was Tuscaloosa's largest age group, not only that year, but every year during the 2010 to 2019 census. Tuscaloosa is also home to Alabama University, which might explain why we see this change in rank. Moving up, in the top chart, we can see in every county more women vote than men, with an average difference of 5.8% more. With this data, a politician canvassing in Central Alabama may want to cater their speaking points firstly to women between 45 to 64 years of age, unless they're in Tuscaloosa, in which case it may be best to focus their efforts on campuses to better reach those 18 to 29-year-olds. Next, we're going to look at educational attainment. Looking at the chart on the left, we can see the percent of people who have achieved each level educationally. Walker and Blunt have the highest rate of less than high school graduates at 9 and 10% respectively. To put that into perspective, that means about 1 in every 10 students didn't graduate. In 2019, 76% of people did not fall into the bachelor degree or higher category as shown in the pie chart. Thankfully, options for people to gain the skills they need without going to college have been increasing. And as someone who's been job hunting, I can tell you many job listings state they require a 4-year degree. Given all of this, employers might have an easier time filling positions if they focus their job listings on provable skills rather than academic degrees. In the previous slide, we saw that Shelby County had the highest percent of people with bachelor's degrees or higher at 30%. This could explain why 51.67% of Shelby County's population has a household income of at least $75,000 a year, or vice versa. In conclusion, from everyone on the county demographics team, we want to say thank you for your time and attention. We hope that as you listen to other presentations today, you keep these characteristics in mind when Central Alabama counties are brought up. While demographic data does not always yield perfect answers, it can do a great deal to get us asking questions we didn't know to be asking in the first place. And with that, I'll pass it back to Taylor Abney.